Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Yang dihormati Mr. Syamsuddin Kadir, Trainer of SK Training Academy Sdn Bhd. Yang berbahagia Associate Professor Dr. Aini Aman, Deputy Director UKM SESMED. Yang berusaha Nur Izzati binti Abdul Hadi, Director of National Young Entrepreneur Summit 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, for blessings on this morning gathering, I would like to invite Muhammad Yusuf to lead the prayer recitation.
Na'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ya Allah, ya Rahman, ya Rahim, sesungguhnya Engkau Maha mengetahui bahawa kami di sini ingin menimba ilmu-Mu yang sangat luas bagi mengembangkan potensi kami sebagai hamba-Mu yang Engkau radai. Justru berkatilah dan rahmatilah majlis kami pada hari ini. Kurniakanlah kepada kami ilmu-Mu, sinarilah hati-hati kami dengan cahaya dan hidayah-Mu. Semoga dengannya kami mudah menerima dan menghayati serta mengamalkannya. Ya Zal Jalali wal Ikram, kurniakanlah juga kepada kami kesihatan anggota, kecergasan minda, ketenangan jiwa, kekuatan semangat. Semoga dengannya kami mampu mendepani cabaran, berdaya saing dan mampu mengangkat martabat diri, keluarga, masyarakat dan negara. Allahumma ighfir lana dhunubana wa liwalidina warhamhuma kama rabbayana shaghira. Allahumma akhtim lana bil husnil khatimah wa la takhtim alaina bisu'il khatimah. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you for the recital of dua. We would like to extend our warm welcome to all of you to the National Young Entrepreneur Summit 2014. We appreciate you taking time off your busy schedules to join us today. We hope you will find the line-up program fruitful and engaging. For your information, National Young Entrepreneur Summit 2014 is the first program in UKM that gathers the entire students from local colleges and universities, also the young entrepreneur, all in one hall. To kick off this morning session, we are pleased to have Associate Professor Dr. Aini Aman, Deputy Director of UKM SESMED, to deliver her opening speech. Please welcome.
Wow. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yang dihormati Cik Syamsuddin Kadir, Trainer of SK Training Academy Sdn Bhd, dan yang berusaha Nur Izzati binti Abdul Hadi, Director of National Young Entrepreneur Summit 2004, dan juga anda semua pelajar-pelajar yang dikasihi. Apa khabar? Apa khabar semua? Baik. So, bila sampai ke UKM? Semalam ya? Okay. Good to have you here and welcome. Okay, so kita mula-mulanya kita bersyukurlah kepada Allah ya kerana dapat mengumpulkan kita pada hari ini. Ya, dari semua universiti, semua IPTA ya, ada wakil ya. Di Malaysia ini bukan senang ya kita nak berkumpul begini. So mari kita beri tepukan dulu kepada semua yang membantu dan menjayakan. Okay, so on behalf of UKM I welcome all students all over Malaysia to this event, National Young Entrepreneur Summit 2014. Pada mulanya saya diberitahu oleh Izzati, nama manja dia, okay, tentang program ni dan saya so excited. So terlebih dahulu biar saya perkenalkan diri dulu. Mungkin ramai yang tak tahu tentang SESMED. Siapa tahu pasal SESMED? Tak tahu ya. So SESMED adalah salah satu daripada pusat keusahawanan di UKM. Semua IPTA ada pusat keusahawanannya sendiri dan UKM kita panggil SESMED, Center for Entrepreneurship and SME Development. Di bawah SESMED kita ada CASB, Center for Advancement in Social Business. fungsinya lebih kurang sama, cuma objektifnya mungkin berbeza. Ya, objektif dia masih sama untuk membangunkan minat dan keusahawanan di kalangan pelajar. Ya. So tetapi social business ni lebih fokus kepada masalah sosial. Ya. So kita nak bangunkan keusahawanan sosial, ya, supaya lebih banyak lagi masalah komuniti dan masyarakat dapat diselesaikan melalui perniagaan. Okay. So saya tak nak cakap banyak pasal social business. Ini bukan lecture kan, just opening remarks, ya. Tapi saya nak highlight lah kepentingan dan kepentingan social business ini kepada dunia sekarang. Ya, kalau you tengok di seluruh dunia telah wujud, ya, social business center, ya, di Jerman, UK, Europe, Jepun, Afrika, Haiti, ya, semua sudah ada social business center masing-masing. Ya, di Haiti for example yang pernah mengalami gempa bumi, ya, mereka mewujudkan satu tabung social business. So dia create satu perniagaan untuk mengatasi masalah, ya, penduduk di situ yang kekurangan makanan, kekurangan duit dan hilang tempat tinggal. Ya, so saya harap bila kita buat ataupun ingin menjana perniagaan, kita fikirkan juga tentang masyarakat. Okay. So keusahawanan, ya, seperti yang kita maklum, memang menjadi misi kerajaan sekarang. Even di negara membangun pun mereka menekankan tentang keusahawanan. Dengan populasi graduan, ya, di UKM misalnya ada 24,000 orang, ya. Dan kalau di Malaysia more than millions lah, ya, for those yang especially yang menjalani program 3 atau 4 tahun. Okey, dan kita expect semua ini akan bekerja, kan? Sebelum ini kita expect you all akan bekerja di perusahaan-perusahaan ataupun perniagaan yang besar. Tapi terdapat kekangan. Apa kekangan dia? Gap, yang kita panggil gap, iaitu apa yang kita ajar di universiti kadang-kala tidak menepati kehendak company itu, ya, perniagaan itu. Ya, daripada pengalaman saya, ya, bekerja bersama dengan pihak industri, mereka mengatakan daripada 10 yang mereka interview, tak semestinya semua tidak satu pun akan dapat dilantik ataupun di-hire sebab tidak menepati syarat mereka. So kebanyakan industri menyalahkan universiti kerana tidak memberi pendidikan bersepadu. Ya, maknanya kita hanya fokus on technical saja. Ajar you how to do account, ajar you how to create ataupun buat program, kan, to focus on technical aspect. Sampaikan bila ditanya tentang perkara yang mudah, misalnya apa yang berlaku di US, ada yang tak boleh jawab. Apa yang berlaku di Kuala Lumpur, ada yang tidak boleh jawab. Simple questions like apa yang you inginkan in life pun tidak boleh dijawab dengan jelas, ya. Jadi di sini ada lack of soft skills, kita panggil. I think by now you all familiar tentang term soft skill, kan? Apa dia soft skill? Soft skill dan hard skill. Soft skill adalah kemahiran lembut. Ya, kalau kita translatekan lah, ya, soft, lembut. Ya, so maksudnya di sini walaupun kita belajar perkara teknikal, kita juga perlu ada aspek insaniah. Ya, UKM sendiri sedang menekankan aspek insaniah, di mana you boleh berkomunikasi dengan baik, boleh berfikir secara kreatif, inovatif bila berhadapan dengan masalah. Ya, okey, sebab tu, ya, di seluruh universiti di Malaysia sekarang ni, kerajaan menggalakkan pembangunan keusahawanan. Tidak semestinya kita nak student tu jadi usahawan, tetapi sekurang-kurangnya mempunyai minda sebagai seorang usahawan. Apa dia minda seorang usahawan? Minda seorang usahawan, dia biasanya dia lebih adaptasi kepada masalah. Dia boleh sesuaikan diri dia dengan apa saja. ya, dia boleh menghadapi masalah dengan baik dan dia boleh cari peluang dari masalah tersebut, okey, dan menjadikannya satu perniagaan, ya. So apa pun yang didamparkan ataupun diletak depan kita, kita boleh atasi dengan baik dan kita sentiasa berdaya saing untuk menjadi yang lebih baik, ya. So itu yang sedang diusahakan oleh semua universiti, ya, pensyarah, ya, dan saya nampak hari ini pelajar sedang mengambil alih, ya, tanggungjawab tersebut, ya. Pihak kolej, keusahawanan di kolej-kolej di universiti dapat mengendalikan program macam ni, ya, sendiri, ya, tanpa hubungan langsung dengan pensyarah. Saya tak nampak pun ada pensyarah hari ini, betul tak? Saya seorang saja, kan? Ada pensyarah lain ke kat sini? Ada? Tak ada, kan? So maknanya student sendiri yang menggerakkan aktiviti keusahawanan ni. Di situ dah nampak you lebih berdaya saing, lebih kreatif, lebih inovatif, ya. Dan pada saya nak mengumpulkan 600 orang pada pagi Sabtu, ya, adalah satu kejayaan yang besar lah, ya. Tepukan sekali lagi kepada yang menguruskannya, ya, dan juga tepukan kepada kamu sendiri, ya, kerana dapat hadir pada hari ini, ya. So itu yang kita nak. That is the start of a successful entrepreneurs, ya. Itulah asas dia. Bila kita ada motivasi untuk belajar benda yang baru, okey, so itulah punca kejayaan kita, ya. Okey, so walaupun, ya, ada yang mungkin tidak berminat untuk mempunyai perniagaan sendiri, okey, bila you bekerja nanti dengan perusahaan yang besar, company yang besar, your attitude juga berbeza dengan orang yang tidak faham tentang ataupun tidak pernah tahu tentang keusahawanan, ya. You lebih keterkehadapan, ya. So kita nak, kalau boleh, ya, semua pelajar kita ataupun yang akan graduate nanti mempunyai attitude yang sedemikian. So walau di mana pun kamu berada, kamu sentiasa terkehadapan, ya, daripada orang lain, ya. Ini selarilah dengan misi visi UKM, ya, terkehadapan, ya. So insya-Allah kita doakan sama-sama. Okey, dan juga saya nak juga tekankan tentang peluang-peluang yang kita ada, ya. Bila kerajaan dah fokus untuk membangunkan usahawan, banyak peluang diberikan, ya. Bukan saja loan, ya, you all ada pilihan dengan grant lagi, ya. Bukan saja grant, latihan dan training yang percuma, ya, ada di mana-mana. Jangan anggap yang percuma itu tidak berkualiti. Percuma pada you tetapi tidak percuma pada yang menguruskannya. Kerajaan bayar, ya, yang mengendalikan program-program begini, tapi you boleh hadir percuma untuk mendapat ilmunya. Di luar program seperti ini, satu hari you kena bayar lebih kurang 1,000 lebih ataupun 2,000 lah, ya. For this you just pay 50 ringgit, kan? Ya, so very cheap. Kalau misalnya besok you keluar, ya, you tak ada akses kepada benda-benda yang percuma ni, dan baru you rasa betapa peluang itu sangat pentinglah, berguna, baru you nak tercari-cari dan nak spend on your own money, ya. So saya harap, ya, lepas ni dan masa-masa akan datang, kalau ada peluang begini, grab dan cuba attend. Okay, saya tak nak bagi lecture pagi-pagi ni, kan, tapi terjadi macam lecture juga, sebab saya so excited dengan you all semua, Saya nak kalau boleh semua yang hadir hari ni bila keluar akan jadi usahawan yang berjaya. Okay, bayangkanlah, ya, kalau 700 ni semua in 10 years time is a big company yang pergi international. So maybe kita boleh bayangkanlah how Malaysia masa tu, ya, dah tentulah akan mencapai misi PM kita untuk jadi apa? Negara yang maju, ya, negara maju, ya. So kita dalam proses transformasi menjadi negara yang maju, dan you all lah, kamulah yang akan menjadikannya satu kenyataan. Boleh? Boleh tak? Boleh, ya. So kita tanamkan semangat ni, ya. Semangat ni, ya, dengan peluang yang ada kita grab, ya, seboleh mungkin, sebaik mungkin dan menjayakannya, insya-Allah, ya. Okay, lastly, saya haraplah program ini akan berjalan dengan lancar, dan saya nampak atas meja penuh dengan dah ada kertas, pen, dan student pun ada ready dan nak mencatat dan nak berbincang. So mungkin dengan cara begini, perbincangan teamwork inilah yang akan menjayakan hasrat kita. Okay, so luahkan apa masalah yang you fikir you akan hadapi, sedang hadapi, dan kita boleh berbincang lagi bagaimana cara terbaik untuk membantu kamu semua menjadi usahawan yang berjaya pada masa akan datang. So just put yourself pada satu titik yang you hendak jadi dalam 10 tahun akan datang. Mungkin a business owner of tudung yang fashionable ke, a business owner of training academy, a business owner of restaurant ataupun cupcake. Dalam pengalaman saya bekerja dengan usaha wanita, kami tolong daripada awal. Dia ada kemahiran buat kuih, tetapi tiada pengetahuan tentang menguruskan perniagaan. So kita bangun bersama dengan usahawan wanita tersebut, dan sekarang kita namakan EWA, EWA Women Online Association. So they marketkan all their products, services on Facebook, on media sosial lah. Dan mereka sekarang, kalau dulu kata tak tahu berapa ringgit untung sebab jual depan rumah aja, now income dia just easily 50,000 to 100,000 a month. Dengan Facebook social media yang kita ajar how to use it right, dengan betul, mereka dapat akses pelanggan seluruh dunia. Okay. Dan daripada situ juga kita bangunkan lagi logistik team dan sebagainya. So itu semua hanya boleh berjaya kalau kita bersatu, dan kita tahu kelebihan kita masing-masing. Kalau kita kurang, ada orang yang lebih dalam bidang tu dan kita bagi dia buat benda tu. Kita just focus on one thing. So itu satu aspek yang you kena fahamlah. Focus, focus in your core competency, dan let other team focus on theirs, dan you bergabung, barulah kita boleh berjaya. Itu kalau ada Prof Fauzi, itu pengarah SESMAD, dia selalu kata green ocean. Kita tak panggil blue ocean ataupun red ocean. Red ocean penuh dengan persaingan. You sentiasa nak bersaing dengan orang sebelah. Itu red ocean. Okay, blue ocean dia nak overcome red ocean dengan create new strategy. Okay, dia nak bersaing, dia create new strategy. Green ocean lebih kepada collaborate. Okay, jangan tengok kawan yang ada sebelah kita sebagai kompetitor, tapi lihat dia sebagai partner. Okay, so that you can focus on your core competency dan dia fokus on kelebihan dia, dan kita bergabung untuk berjaya bersama-sama. So itu yang kita tekankan di SESMAD. Sebab tu kalau you tengok SESMAD semuanya hijau, green. Tapi hari ini saya pakai merah, tak bermakna red ocean, So green ocean, ulang balik apa dia? Green ocean. Collaborate, not competing. Kita bersama, buat kerja bersama-sama, tidak bersaing. Dengan siapa patut kita bersaing? Dengan siapa? Dengan diri sendirilah. Kita bersaing, kita mencari lagi kelebihan, so kita akan menjadi lebih baik. So lihat kompetitor kita sebagai partner. So kita ubah sistem tersebut, insya-Allah kita akan sama-sama berjaya. Okay, so sebelum saya bercerita lebih panjang, saya berhenti di sini dahululah. Okay, so terima kasih lagi sekali kepada komiti. Okay, dan kita harap lebih banyak program-program supaya ini dapat dilaksanakan. Mungkin pada masa depan di universiti yang lain pula, insya-Allah. Okay, terima kasih. Dan wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Aini Aman. We will proceed to the next agenda. He is known as a business advisor, a powerful trainer that appointed to be a CEO of SK Training Academy Sendirian Berhad, and he is also one of the MIA, Malaysian Institute of Accountants members when he is still a master student in Integrated Marketing Communication course IMC at University Science Malaysia. He is an author of 11 masterpieces, with 3 of them translated and published in Indonesia since 2007. Now, we would like to welcome Mr. Shamsuddin Gade to give the talk with the title, Start Your Own Business, Now or Never. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Allah, ya Tuhanku, ajarilah aku perkara yang aku masih jahil dan berilah aku ingat semula perkara yang aku sudah lupa. Ya Allah, ya Tuhanku, tolong pemudahkan semua urusan kerjaku. Tolong rombak mana-mana simpul pada lidahku supaya orang lain dapat memahami kata-kataku. Di atas kelebihan, kepandaian dan kehebatan yang ada pada tuan-tuan dan cik puan, saya merakamkan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan. Saya suka, saya suka, saya suka. Dan di atas kelemahan, kebodohan, keburukan serta kehinaan dan kejahilan yang ada pada saya memohon ribuan kemaafan. Maafkan saya, maafkan saya, maafkan saya. Ya, yang dihormati Profesor Dr. Aini Aman yang dirahmati Allah, yang dikagumi bakal-bakal ahli syurga insya-Allah, bakal-bakal Tan Sri, bakal-bakal Puan Sri, bakal-bakal Datuk, bakal-bakal Datin, bakal-bakal jutawan yang dermawan, tuan-tuan, cik puan serta semua sepupu yang dirahmati Allah dan disayangi Nabi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very happy morning, to all of my beloved friends, especially non-Muslim and foreigner. Okay, my topic today is actually start your own business, now or never. Okay, maybe as a starting, maybe I explain about myself first. Next. Okay, this is another title in bahasa tu. Next, okay. Normally in bahasa I prefer to use berhijrah menjadi wiraniaga. I don't call usahawan sebab asyik berusaha je. Bila nak usaha. Wiraniaga we always win. Starting the first time that we start business. Okay, next. Okay, this is my biodata. Next. Okay, this is my Facebook, Malaysia Shamsuddin Gade. Basically, next, this is the place that I work, SK Training Academy and Ultramine Resources in Wangsa Melawati. Next, okay, this is one of my previous experience. Actually, my first degree in accountancy. I studied accountancy is not because I want to be accountant, because when I was Form 3, because I grew up in a business-minded family. Business-minded means that I can say that all of my family is business. I just know the world of makan gaji. You know makan gaji employee world when I'm graduated from university. So when I was in Form 3, I set up my ambition. I want to count money, because every time I go to bank, where you give the money to the bankers and so on, they count right first. So I said, oh, this is interesting, count money. Second one, I want to work in aircon environment, yang ada sejuk sekarang pun dalam kita guna aircon, bukan kipas. Dan third one, I prefer to work in a situation that I always fly with the aircraft. No matter MH370 is ending in the Lautan Hindi, but I still really enjoy flying with aircraft, because there's a research saying that every 1 million flight, you travel by flight, only one yang crash. Tapi setiap 1,000 trip using the normal car, the land car, even vehicle, satu yang accident. So flying with aircraft is much more safer. Takut yes. Jadi apabila saya set 3 tu dan saya tengok course apa yang paling suitable for me, then on that time I think that accountancy is much more suitable for me. Memang kira duit. After I graduate, I work, and after that I realised that memang saya kerja dalam aircon. Bukan saja kerja dalam aircon, saya sempat jadi crew for this aircraft, Antonov 12. My task last time is actually to look after AOG. Have you heard about AOG? AOG. OAG, no. AOG style, okay, in airline, they don't want to use the normal words being used by people who use the normal car. For example, if you drive Ferrari and so on, if your car is breakdown, you will say, or people will say breakdown. Yeah? In airline, you cannot use the breakdown because the word is low class. So that one is meant for people who use the land transport. We are air transporter. So when there's a breakdown, we call AOG, means aircraft on ground. So the client will call us, hi Syam, this is Mas Airline, our aircraft AOG Tawau. So I will ask normally where is the new engine. Normally for the Mas Airline, the new engine will be in KLIA. So we will fly with this aircraft with all the crew is 8, including me. 7 of them is an ex-soldier of Russian army. So we're going to fly with this aircraft, go to KLIA, pick up the new engine, the turboprop, and then send to Tata Tower. So we already did for Asia, Korean Air, and so on. Next. So the one that I showed you just now is the important thing is that setting your ambition. But bear in mind, if you have ambition to be a lawyer, a doctor, accountant, and so on, it shows that how poor you are. Ambition is not something to do with work, job, and so on. Some people say, cita-cita saya ingin menjadi doktor, right? Lawyer, accountant. Cita-cita itu pekerjaan bukan cita-cita, ya. Pekerjaan hanyalah cita-cita untuk orang yang miskin saja. Because I conduct training for the son and the daughter of millionaire. None of them writing down in in the form, in the workbook that I give to them. My ambition is to be a doctor, lawyer, accountant. It doesn't mean that you cannot be doctor, but doctor is not ambition. Lawyer is not ambition. Itu adalah pekerjaan. Yes, lagi mana kita miskin, our mind akan set ambition itu adalah pekerjaan. Pernah jumpa anak tengku raja mana-mana? The daughter, the son of a king, whatever, said in television, "Oh, I want to work harder because I want to be accountant so that I can buy new car for my father." Ada? No? Boleh clear that mind? Okay, our aircraft can landing on the field next. I think just we go as fast. Okay, this is some of appearance in television too. Okay, sometimes you see crazy, sometimes it's on financial, sometimes on business, sometimes on ustad. So because one of my film, later we're going to create our own film. One of my film title is Kiss the Sky Before We Die. That is my film. Yeah, I'm making the film now. You will see later. Next. Okay, this is about marriage. Honeymoon. Actually, there's 2 types of honeymoon. Most of Malaysians now following the Western, using the honeymoon. Honeymoon gaya import means that we follow the honeymoon the way that the foreigner, especially the Western, celebrate the honeymoon. It's different than the local way. There's a risk if you married, then you go to honeymoon and you follow the Western way. It's going to risk your life. Later I will tell if we have enough time. Okay, next. Next. This is one of the talk in TV Al Hijrah. Next. Next. Alhamdulillah, with the dengan izin Allah, I managed to write. This is some of the book. Actually, it's not all here. Hidup tenang walaupun butang. Hidup tenang walaupun butang. Actually, there's 2 types of debt. Ada hutang yang membuatkan kita semakin lama semakin kaya. Ada hutang yang membuatkan kita semakin lama semakin miskin. There is 2 types of debt. There is debt that make us more richer, and there is type of debt that make us more poorer. Yeah. So the reason some of people who normally who employed or who makan gaji, get a job and so on, suffer because they have so many bad debts. Okay, kaya dengan rumah, if you can saw, kaya dengan rumah is you rich with a lot of houses. I met with somebody who have 120 houses in Malaysia. He just a clerk, nothing to do with bride and so on. I think okay, and then you can see Biskut Ajaib, Mesin Rupa Express, Garage Rahman is actually a book for teaching people in a novel way how to start their own business in different field. Okay, next. And 3 of them is published in Indonesia. Hidup Tenang Walaupun Butam, Garage Arman, and Biskuit Ajaib. Next. This is my co-author, my ex-fiancée, bekas tunang. I managed to write a few books with her. Next, this is some of book with her. Okay, next. Okay, this is one of my latest book. Actually, it's actually how to start your kids when they grow up so that they don't makan gaji. Makan gaji, working for somebody else. Next. Next. Okay, okay, now we start with our topic today. Next. Okay, are you ready to fly? Okay. That's our topic today. Start your own business now or never. Okay, next. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think you have experience watching so many movies. Do you have experience watching a movie? No, never. Not even have experience watching any movie? No. Never go to cinema? No. Never sitting in front of the television? No. Just study. Very good. Just study. Okay. Also, okay. When you look at the film, whatever film that you like, okay. Can you name one of the film that you really like, really enjoy to watch? Okay, hobby is okay. That's good. Okay. Other than that, sorry, I can't hear you. Just only hobby only. That's your life. Since you was born until now, only hobby. Other than that, sorry. Mission Impossible. Okay, MI. Okay, that's good. Okay. Don't worry. Nobody going to hell by saying different title of the movie and so on. Don't worry. Other than that, have you heard about Die Hard and Rambo and so on? Some of it maybe you like it. Some of them that you may not like it. Okay. Is it the story is real? Like Avatar 2, is it real? No, but the way that they do it is like a real, right? Sometimes you have a feeling and emotional by watching that kind of movie. Okay, okay. All the author is paid, right? They've been paid to act. Means that one is not their real aksi. Maksudnya lakonan mereka hanya berlakon saja. That one is not true story. No, some of them is true story. Yeah, yeah. Without knowing that, you all, including me, we also an actor. Kita lah pelakon. We are an actor, right? Kita duk tengok cerita orang action. Wow. Ada some of the film start with action and then ending with dramatic or romantic and so on. And some of the film from starting and ending slow. And you can see too, like for example in local drama. Do you like local drama in television? Tak. Why? Why? Why don't like? You don't like? I believe some of you like and some of you don't like, right? Okay, those who don't like the local drama, why? Yeah, stereotype. Okay, that's good. Okay. What? Other than that, boring. Okay, because boring because of what? Stereotype, and then you already can expecting the what's going to be the ending, right? And the story about love story, and then the husband or the father don't allow the marriage and so on and blah 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 blah, right? Okay, okay. Let's say tonight we take each of you. Your film is going to air tonight. What will other people comment on your film? For example, today, starting yesterday, we take yesterday, or before you sleep last night until now. If your film every second will be aired in the television, what will other people comment about your film? Is it good? The way that you sleep last night, the way you wake up to come to this, some people like this, some people, right? Okay, dalam filem itu adalah lakonan. Then you are the real actor who are acting in real. You don't get paid. I mean, whatever that you do, that is you. Yeah, the way that you see that is your acting now. All of you is acting now. The film. Yes, kalau yang Muslim pun, we believe that in pada Mahsyar nanti all of our activity, every single second will be air in the pada Mahsyar, right? In Islam you believe and so on. Your film will be air. Just imagine if everybody watching your film now, what will you say? Some people mungkin nak datang ke sini, some maybe not you, coming to class or whatever, like this jalan. And then you know what the audience say, what? Cepatlah! You know, no, not you. The audience scold. Dia marah sebab slow sangat. No, that's the film, right? What kind of film that you're going to watch? Okay, you want to be an employee after you graduate? How many employees outside there? See? So you are going to be the same stereotype like others because you don't create your own film. You just copy paste others' film. Except to those who. That's the reason why we come to here, right? We want to create we already create our film. We want to have a better film, but not stereotype. For example, Raya. What are you going to have during Raya for Muslim? You're going to have Kuih Raya? Right? That's a stereotype. Okay, for example, every day we saw different movie. I think in every house have Kuih Raya, except some of the house, including my house. My house there's no Kuih Raya because there's no hadis yang mengatakan sesungguhnya wajib kena ada kuih almond London in your house during Hari Raya. No, the reason is not because of I don't want to do that, because I want to have my own film. I want people come to my house to see, to watch my own film, not others' film. You want to other film, you can see other people. Stereotype, right? Because God create you. You have different name, right? And for thing you have different thumbprint. So create your own masterpiece. Okay? So now, what is you setting up? What is your film? Not just 2014. What is your film until you die? What is your film? One of my film is titled is Kiss the Sky Before We Die. Kiss the Sky Before We Die means that don't follow others. We are the one who create history, not the one who follow history. That's one. In business, you must have your own film, not following others. Because when you start business, you must lead in almost everything. You are the main actor. If the main actor out. It's not like when you are working in an organization. If you are an accountant or an engineer, if you are not good, the company can replace you with others. But if you are a businessman, if you are not good, then how? Your business, right? So business actually, you live every day, every second like acting. Okay, the way it's up to you. What kind of life that you want? Everybody want their sons to get A. I said to my wife, make sure that my sons didn't get 5A in UPSR. I don't want to follow others. I say, this guy is crazy. You must look at research first. Who are the person? Who are the guy? Who are the people who are really success? Does it the people who success who get straight A in exam? There's no correlation. If you read a lot of research, there's no correlation said that if you get many A in study, you will get many money in your life. No, there's no research there. Okay, next. So you are as a script writer, write your own script. Okay, whatever that you're going to say, let's say that you see, now you're watching my speech, right? This is my script. How about your script communicating with your friend, with your clients? For example, like me, when I communicate with you, I don't call people by adik, I don't call people by abang, no, except for my family only. If my kids meeting with you, they will call you Tuan or Cik Puan only. They don't call you Abang apa khabar. No. That is not my son or my daughter. No. Okay? Because when you speak, people will know already. Either you rich or poor. Language is very important, you know. By saying something, people will know. This guy is low class. Belajar pun rendah, miskin. Yeah? By people looking at your sentence and so on. Contoh when you selling something, pakcik nak beli apa? That's why in business, for foreigner and so on, you can look at your culture too. In local, most people tend to be friendly with client. Ada dua perbezaan. There's two gap between friendly and respecting. In Malay or local punya people, Malay, Chinese, Indian, is different compared to Western. Because when you become a business, be careful with English book. Don't copy 100%. You need to study, but don't follow 100%. For example, in English punya books in communication, they said that in order to get closer with your friend, your client and so on, you must call them by names. Panggil mereka by names, no matter what. Even they are older than you, don't care. Because of what? Because most of the time they call their parents by name, right? How many times we call our parents by names? Can you count? How many times? No matter you are Malay, Chinese, Indian, how many times you call your friend? How many times you call your father by names? How many times? None, right? If you call, what happened? Just now, okay, you can do one exercise later in the afternoon. You call your father. Salmah, apa khabar? Saya baru habis kursus NYES. Bakar macam mana? Sakit gout dia dah hilang. Understand? No matter what, if you want to do business, you can study whatever from the book and so on, but make sure that if you want to communicate to deal with local culture, you need to have local culture. The way they shake hands, so many people now is confused. I saw some of the people who shake hand like that. That is the Western way. Some of the clients don't like it, and then the way that you give the business card also will determine how success you are. People say, okay, when we want to give the business card, I have to use two hands. Okay, that's good. In our local culture, it's good doing two hands. Okay, that's good. But what are you going to say? In one of the program, when I was there, there's one guy give the card, not to me, to another participant of that program, and then say what? This is my card. I think it's good, right, to say that way. But that one is actually is a Western way. No, even kita katakan dalam bahasa Melayu pun, ini kad saya, still the Western way. You know what that person said? I don't want your card. Terus dia tanda tangan, ya Allah, aku terima takdirmu. That is your choice. Yeah? How to give the business card and so on. Yes, it's very important in business because it's film. It's writing your own script, everything. Okay? Semua dah pening ke apa ni? Sebab I don't have enough time. So is it okay for me cakap cepat sikit, boleh ke? Tak apalah, dia tak masuk yang masuk ya. No, because I'm afraid that because it's very important, so many things. Next. So the most important thing is starting your, okay, then plan your shooting location. Where? Like here, like other people, like other students now, what they are doing. Maybe they have another program. That's good. That's their film too. Maybe some of them sleeping. That one is, I don't know what kind of film that they are doing now. But you, I think, great. Yes, you have a good film. Now you are here, right? There's one good film too. Not to say that people who don't be here is not good, but if they are now doing study or helping people, that's good film too. Yeah. Just remember every second, what is your film? Where is the location of your film? Like me today here, tomorrow where? So that's why I really maximize my time. Maximize. Sometimes I can have 14 days of training. I even drive to Penang, sampai sana finish at about 2 o'clock, 11, packing up, 2 o'clock driving, and arrive in Putrajaya 8:30, 9 o'clock I already conduct my training. So for your information, I don't take shower at that time. Because sometimes, because that one is, I believe that time is die hard, action time. But you cannot look like people don't mandi lah, right? Okay, next. Oh, so many. Okay, so in your film, you have to set up. It doesn't mean that the beginning must be low and then the climax is on the top of the film. You must set your own film. What you want to be in your life. Like me, there must be action, must be romantic, there must be what I call element of surprise. I like element of surprise. But last time when I working with Chief Navy and so on, they teach me on in war. It's interest. We must have elements of surprise, but it doesn't mean that in business you trade war. No. Element of surprise is good. You can do in business, in your relationship with your wife, and so on. Like me, I don't celebrate birthday because I don't want to copy others. We have quality day for my family, so I don't want to be stereotyped like others. Is it wrong? Is it you going to die if you don't celebrate birthday? If you study the birthday, actually under the psychology is going to kill your partner spirit atau semangat dan sebagainya. Kalau anak kita takkan jadi seorang yang lebih berjaya because of birthday. Dia membunuh dorongan. If you read the psychology books, another thing is birthday also is actually is the seni, is the art of others people who going to transfer, who take your money from your pocket to my pocket. Ya, seni memindahkan duit daripada poket tuan-tuan kepada poket saya. Okay, so climate you must decide where and where. Is it your business? It's going to have climate all the time. It's up to you because it's your film. By having the film, then you will be excited. So what next and so on. That's why you're going to learn. You see people who act, they're going to study. Like even Terminator, I just remember one of the actors, Sarah, I can't remember the name. She said that after get the script, she spent about 6 months in the gym. Nak pastikan tubuh dia, posture, body dia sama yang Terminator nak. See, because we are actor. So what kind of business that you want to do? Then you must, yes, sometimes you have to read something more deeper and so on, so that you can understand better on your topic, yeah? Like even in communication too. Okay, next. Start your own business now. Okay, next. Okay, okay, why business? Why business? Huh? Okay, this is mainly the question is I just take one example in our local, for local people, and even for if you are from international country, that you can see, I think in everywhere the cost is going up from time to time. Next, why business is, okay, this is a researcher saying that in the year of 2020, terrace house in Kuala Lumpur, in the Kuala Lumpur will be 880,000. 880. Okay, if you are working, if you get straight A and you become a government staff, how much is your salary? Is it you going? All of you already graduate or not yet? Going to be? Okay, if you graduate in 2020, for example, and I think a few years back, right? So how much is your salary if you work with government? How much? 10,000? 20? 2,000? Oh, or 3,000? Can you afford to buy this house? No. So when you going to afford? 30 years from now. 30 years from now, the price still remain 880. So can you afford? So where are you going to live? Either the pigeonhole, rumah merpati. Orang kampung saya dia datang kata KL ni banyak rumah merpati. The apartment condo is rumah merpati, pigeonhole. Kan dia duduk lubang-lubang, yes. Okay, and then last time we have Sting Garden, right? Now no more Sting Garden, right? Sting Garden. Okay, you must imagine. That's why when you want to do the film, you must study all the environment and so on. Yeah, is it you can capable or not if you become a makan gaji? Yeah, this is one of reason. Kalau kita makan gaji, no matter you work in government or private, it doesn't mean that makan gaji is not good. But there's so many people already makan gaji. So we are the group who going to create our own film. Okay, next. Okay. The risk of being an employee, because some of the participants say he want to know what is the difference of being an employee or being an employer. So next, okay, when you become employee, you have 9 derita and 1 yang bahagia. Yeah, when you become a business, you have 9 kebahagiaan dan 1 penderitaan. Okay, apakah, what is the issue, what is the stress level when you become an employee? Apa masalahnya? Pertama, you going to work 8 to 5 every day, Monday to Friday, until before or until or after you die. Until some people work until they still die when they are working, or some of them manage to retire 2 years, 3 years after that die, and some people not even have chances to retire, die first. Yeah, so that is one of the reason. And then one thing, you have to be in the jam, traffic jam. Your salary is just once a month, so you have to queue in shopping. Your shopping time is Saturday and Sunday, where so many car in the shopping punya parking area. Okay, if you become a businessman, why your misery is 1 only? Why? Kenapa derita kita 1 je? Because the derita apabila kita jadi businessman is just only to think which is what is the best idea to sell. Itu je. Orang kata buat bisnes risiko. No. Orang makan gaji lebih berisiko. I can tell you. Even for Muslim, I can tell that the risiko of makan gaji is more hard, very far away from the business. Even daripada mati. See? Okay, next. Okay, if you are a businessman or woman, okay, now happy. Some of them is next. I think so many next. Okay, have no worry about oil price high. Okay, this is one of the example. If you are employee, so many. That's why I say in Malaysia, so many people who are makan gaji. Because in Facebook you can see minyak naik. Alright, minyak naik. That is a symbol, that is a brand of people who makan gaji. Shopping hour is 8 to 5 during the Saturday, Sunday. Next, Kamnika. Oh, sorry, this is business, right? Okay, have no worry. Okay, shopping hour is 8 to 5. 8 to 5 doesn't mean that all the time you are in the shopping. It means that you can go to shopping anytime that you like. Right. Then no jam because you don't travel during the traffic jam time. Peak hour, no. Peak hour is only for those makan gaji. When we have a meeting for our society, So one of the business said, Syam, we should reschedule our meeting time. We cannot meet at 9 o'clock because 9 o'clock is so many people who are makan gaji is on the road. We cannot be with them. We stress. So we must our meeting should start at 11 o'clock. After the orang makan gaji masuk kerja, then we start business, our meeting. Okay. Company car, okay, that's different. When you are makan gaji, you have to buy car using your own money. Understand or not? You get that 2,000, 3,000, you pay for car installment, you pay for fuel, you pay for what? Maintenance, insurance and so on, road tax, takaful and so on. So many costs. But when you are in business, you can force your company to buy a car for you. And you force your company to pay for that. Because that's your own film, right? You create the film. Okay, company beli kereta saya, I want that car. You buy for me and you pay for me. Okay, control the economy. Control economy when we are in what call it business, we can control the economy. Means that we can contribute to like whatever happened in Bangladesh to like the Prof Aini shared to me earlier. Yes, like apa yang Yusof, I can't remember Yusof what yang do the bank social and so on. That's a good thing. Yeah, no punch card. Buying more property, inshallah. Okay, next. If you are an employee, 9 misery that 8 to 5 working out, 8 to 5, you know, every day. I do not know, maybe you have your family, parents working. I don't have. My parents never go to office hour, never. So normally our family meeting is 3 o'clock. Sometimes my late father last time he called me, call your sister for minum petang, 3 o'clock. Different. My sister stay in Kota Baru, I stay in Pasir Mas. So I do not know about the office hour. Okay, pay your car installment using your own money. Next to pay your own petrol. Yes, petrol is paid from your pocket money. That 2,000. Is it enough to pay for everything? For your birthday, for your kuih raya, for your baju raya dengan all the money and so on. Long queue. If you want to go to Pasar Ramadan, just about another 2 months left, right? You have to queue, right? Because normally orang balik kerja baru pergi. Kita pergi before orang balik kerja. 3 o'clock we are already there. So we don't have to queue. Okay? Shopping. This is some. I just use a simple example. Next. This is the reason why we need to go to business too. Yeah? Okay, next. Okay. Next. Okay, next. Okay, outdated business and successful business. Actually, outdated business ni actually I don't call as outdated business. Actually, this is the business that people who are makan gaji, who are employee last time, who are in employment world, they want to start business. There's two different between orang yang business masuk business dengan orang yang makan gaji. For example, like okay, non-business people ni those who makan gaji. Either their parent is makan gaji. First thing in their mind, if I want to start business, I must have high capital. Ini orang makan gaji. By listening to that, you know already this is mesti keluarga dia daripada employment world. Mesti ada. Yes, I always say, if your brain expensive, your capital modal low. If your brain is cheap, then your modal must be high. Must be a lot. High capital, because orang makan gaji dia akan fikir nak buat business, you must have a lot of modal. The second thing is competing. Competing is not good. Competing for Muslim is wrong. It's not allowed. For the Muslim, I'm not too sure, because competing is not good because of why? Because by competing, you are killing somebody else. Bukan kill using the bullet, maksudnya killing somebody else in business. Like for example, if you are competing, you try to play sama ada pricing. If your competitor give 10,000 price, you give 9,005 and so on. Actually, by doing that, you create more enemy who going to make you down. Because you don't like Prof. I like the statement by Prof. Aini just now. He said collaborate. That's good too. Yes, collaborate, cooperate, and so on. Okay, competing. The third one is social capital. Okay, most of people who do business, they neglect of social capital. In bahasa, we call modal sosial. Modal sosial is the most important modal. Dalam bisnes yang betul, yang paling betul ada modal ni is the way that how you communicate with your client and so on. What time you come to meeting. That is more the way that you dress. The way that you dress, the way that you speak, that one is called moda sosial. Kajian menunjukkan orang beli produk daripada orang yang disuka, walaupun orang yang disuka tu menjual produk yang kurang bagus. This is research. Research saying that people buy product from people that they like, no matter even the product is not really good compared to another shop and so on. Boleh nampak? Orang beli produk daripada orang yang disuka. Okay, grab opportunity. Okay, orang makan gaji dia akan grab opportunity. Kalau dalam dunia bisnes, this is low class punya orang baru start kasta balik bawah. Tak apa, it's okay. Grab is maksudnya kita kena merebut. Orang bisnes tak, dia tak merebut, dia mencipta. Go and create opportunity. Ya, orang makan gaji kenapa dia merebut? Contoh kan, merebut peluang pekerjaan. Resume, cepat fill up. Hantar. You have sample of resume? Nice resume. Show me ni. I want to apply for job. One vacancy yang apply 1,000 people. So semua berebut. Do you have a parent or not working in UKM, for example? I want to apply for the contoh. Use all the cable and so on. Cannot use the phone cable, use the real cable, right? Okay, that is a grabbing opportunity. Sorry. Before that, sorry. Previous slide. Thank you. Okay. Grab opportunity. Okay. If we are in real business, we need to be here. Okay, small capital on this. How much is small capital for you guys? I'm not too sure how much that you should invest. Like me myself, even now I still invest 100 ringgit only. If I want to venture more new business, I will start with 100 ringgit because seorang usahawan, seorang businessman, seorang wiraniaga, if you are really businessman who really have a track record, you can change, you can turn 100 ringgit to become 200 and so on. But if you are not having no skill of business, you not even can change. How can you? Okay, never mind. I need to borrow my family money to 100,000, 20,000 because I want to start business. But do you have a track record? No. Have you have the chances in university life to change the 10 ringgit to become 20? No. Then you want to start with the 20,000 money. That's why so many people collapse. Okay, small capital. Like me myself, I follow the brotherhood system. I don't use the competing brotherhood system because in Muslim, I do not know. Some of you maybe you are Christian, Buddhist and Hindu. I'm not too sure. In Christian and Islam, we sharing the same belief on certain issue. Like we are all come from this one father and one mother, which is Adam or Hawa or Eve. Jadi for me, I treating people not as my client, my guest, because they are all part of my family. Then I believe everybody is clone to each other because we are from one father and one mother only. So competing is like you are killing people. Brotherhood means that all of you is my family. That's why I said dan semua tuan-tuan dan cik puan yang dirahmati Allah lagi disayangi Nabi dan semua saudaraku yang bukan beragama Islam, because I believe we all come from. Okay, so by having the brotherhood system, you don't have enemy who going to kill you, because you don't disturb others people business. And high social capital. When you want to do business, you must know if you want to communicate in bahasa, what kind of language that you should not use. Like me myself, I don't call people encik, I don't call people puan, I don't call people, I don't use the word sila. In English, normally I don't use the word thank you or thank you, good morning. Normally hardly use that kind of word because the social capital. Create opportunity means you create the opportunity. When your business grow up, like the Prof Aini said, if you go to international and so on, you're going to hire more staff, more student, more graduate to work for you. See, you create the opportunity for them to grab. But you are not the one who grabbing the business. Business is you are the filmmaker. It's not the like the cinema grabbing. Next. Okay. Idea. Okay. In business, there's a research. Idea is like a balloon. Next. Okay. It's like a balloon. Idea is like a balloon. This is the most tough in business, I believe. From my experience, this is the most tough. This is the only. I think in business challenge lah. In my life, I think this is the maybe some of you said there's so many problems in business. I don't see that. I do not know. One of the reasons is okay. If you want to know more, read more books. Yeah, so many books. At least that's why there's a saying say, smart people learn from their own experience. Means that their own mistake. Smart people. Why? Wise people learn from others people mistake. Ya, dalam bahasa Melayu in bahasa, orang yang pandai belajar daripada kesilapan diri sendiri. Orang yang bijaksana belajar daripada kesilapan yang dibuat oleh orang lain. Books actually is already have a track record, do and don't. Most of the bukan it mean all do and don't. So many things. Yeah, that's why I said so many youngster. I mean like you guys, when you want to start business, sometime you do the same mistake that already been done by previous people last time. See, you're repeating the same mistake. That is a waste of time. Yeah, the challenge happened because of you repeating the same mistake. Yeah? Okay, idea is balloon. Next. So balloon, okay, if you, let's say you are in the top of your building, right, di atas sebuah bangunan, that you are being forcing to jump atau terjun. So if on your left ada satu balloon and on your right ada banyak tu bunch of balloon. So you nak terbang yang mana satu? Nak terbang, nak terbang pula, nak jump, nak lompat. If you want to jump, sebelah kiri ada satu balon, sebelah kanan ada, kat ujung sana ada contoh banyak tu. So kalau kita dipaksa terjun bangunan tinggi, kita nak terjun pegang yang mana satu? No idea. Banyak. Okay, be careful. Okay, that is a good. Actually, that is a good. First step, you are right. Second step, remember. Kena tengok pula dalam balon tu gas apa. Kalau yang kita tiup sendiri dia naik ke atas ke? Kalau dalam balon tu, angin yang dalam tu yang kita tiup guna mulut kita. Is it that balloon going to help us? No. Unless kalau dia letak gas apa? Gas yang helium ke apa yang menaikkan, right? So maksud that is the knowledge, yeah? So kajian menunjukkan kalau kita hanya ada satu idea, if we just only have one idea only, or we only have one idea saja, the moment the idea of business fail, kita dah I don't want to do business anymore. It's stress, it's blah 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 blah. There's research that those people who success actually they have more than one ideas. That's why apabila satu daripada ideanya fail, that person have so many other idea to go. Faham? Satu bisnes kita gagal, kita masih ada banyak lagi bisnes lain. So dalam bear in mind, it's very important to have more than one idea. Jangan ada satu. Like me myself, I have more than hundreds ideas. Yang konkret lah, yang konkret ya. Next. Next. Okay. How many balloon you need if you want to fly higher? So next. So if you have one balloon, kalau dah, see, this is a risk. In business, you must have a lot of idea. It doesn't mean that you have to start at one time more than one business. Like me myself, have more than business because each business they are in different economy. For example, if you are in property, right, your business in property. If the property economy is down that time. Yes, if you have property, you have different, that's good. But you must start with one business first. Like Syed Mokhtar or Robert Kwek and so on, Anandan Krishnan, they have more than one. Like Syed Mokhtar, almost everything he have. He has MPH bookstore. He has his own port, Pelabuhan. He has his own airport, Johor Airport. He has construction company, IJM and MMC. He has now his own band Muamalah, and he has his own what do you call it, the Proton, the automobile, and so on. Next. Okay, research has found one of the features available on successful people is next. They have a lot of ideas. Yeah, so you must have a lot of ideas. Think from now. That is the most hardest thing in business, to think idea that you can sell. Next. Okay, next. Okay, the business curse. Okay, next. Okay. Oh, there's no picture. Okay, sumpahan business. There's a risk. Sumpahan ni bukannya ada hantu apa. No. Sumpahan means that there is a track record based on the previous track record, based on the researcher saying that within 3 months, 90% people who do business close in 3 years. Yeah. 90, maksudnya kalau ada 100 orang yang buat bisnes, 90 orang lebih kurang macam itulah yang akan lingkup. Maksudnya 90 bisnes akan lingkup within 3 years. Bukannya yang 10% tu safe ya. From the 10% yang left safe, some of them going to collapse during the 4th year. Ada yang 5th year. Yang betul-betul survive 3% only. So that's why it's very important from nowadays you really think harder for your ideas. Okay, next. Next. Okay, blue ocean strategy. Just now, Prof Aini talk about green strategy. That is good. That is good. That's why when Prof Aini said green, I really like, because that is her or his. Oh, sorry, her or her group of. I mean, the one she started is that is her own film. Green. Orang lain buat blue, dia nak buat green dia. Ikut suka hati dia lah, filem dia. Right, that is a good thing. The one I share, just want to share the knowledge. I also, as what do you call it, my personal, I don't really apply this. This one, the reason why I want to share is because of this is what I will be in the market. So that for you, I use the brotherhood or silaturahim marketing. Inshallah, I'm going to have my own book, my thesis on that title, silaturahim marketing. Okay, the blue ocean strategy. Next. Okay, there's two type of red ocean and blue ocean. Red ocean ni, why they call red ocean? This is one of the author. Red ocean, why he called red ocean is because of, dia kata kalau kita dah masuk dalam in business yang dah ada kompetitor yang besar. Contohnya Coca-Cola. This one Coca-Cola tu dia tak bagilah. This is my our own example. Coca-Cola, like in Malaysia, we have Pepsi and Coca-Cola. And we can see there's a Sudirman last time. We have Chinese punya businessman. We have Indian businessman try to do Coke juga in Malaysia, but no one success yet. Remain Coke and Pepsi because this is two budak besar, two big guy. You want to invite the bicarbonate from Italy at the Westport, so they have their representative. Don't order from this guy. You order, I cancel the contract. That's why most of people have to buy bicarbonate directly to Italy. That one is going to make our cost is higher. So don't fight with them. If you fight, then yes. Blue ocean means that you try to venture in something that people don't venture yet. For example, just take the simple thing, like you want to sell goreng pisang. Biasa orang buat goreng pisang warna kuning, right? Yellow in colors. You change it. You can do it in 3 color. You want a red color, blue, green. Yeah. That is the thing. That is the one thing. Like me myself, I don't allow my wife to do roti jala in yellow. All must be green and pink because my daughter like. Because when we change it, all even our guests who came to our house makan semua habis. Roti jala yang warna hijau dengan pink. Kalau warna kuning tak habis. Yeah, that is a new inovasi yang kita boleh buat sikit-sikit. So blue ocean is mean that there's no player yet. You can enter into that game. Okay, next. Next. Blue ocean, you can read. There's a book, Blue Ocean Strategy. Later you can but I strongly agree with the Prof Aini. Green is much more better. Collaborate. Like me, I use corporate. Silaturahim itu means that all is same. More or less, yes. I don't, because I don't believe, but I think it's better that to be don't compete, because compete you create enemy. Collaborate is much more better. Okay, next. Say no to competition. Yes. Next, because when you do competition, you create enemy. I think I already mentioned earlier. Next, when we compete, we create the enemy that drop us, yang akan menjatuhkan kita. Okay, when we start creating the competition in the exam, daripada sekolah lagi. Parent yang makan gaji akan pesan ke anak dia, anak belajar gaji-gaji supaya dapat nombor 1. Sebenarnya apabila kita teach anak kita supaya dapat nombor 1 tu ada satu je. Itu sebab bila dia grow up, dia akan jadi nak compete orang, nak jatuhkan orang lain. Sebab nombor 1 ada satu je. Orang tanya pandai tak? Saya tak pandai. Sebab kalau dia ajar orang lain, dia takkan dapat nombor 1. In business, no. Anak-anak orang business dia akan ajar anak dia, ajar anak orang lain matematik, English, no. Sebab the moment dia ajar anak orang lain, satu anak kita lebih pandai, satu lagi dia akan dapat pahala. That is in business. Okay. Next. Okay, I think this is the basic in business. Don't put all your egg in one basket. No matter how much is your capital that you have, no matter in student. I used last time, this is when I get I think that one is not scholarship, is a loan from JBA. I used one of the loan to buy share when I was in university. I have even selling nasi lemak, kari pak, nasi goreng Cina when I was in university. I selling Maggi and so on. But I use that money is to have a better life, where I buy t-shirt yang harga RM65 in 1994. I do not know people buying that kind of t-shirt 65 ringgit untuk satu, yes, just for fun. I said nasi lemak kari pak nasi goreng Cina. Yes, a lot of things I sell diskette too. The only thing on that time I regret because I don't sell to the university. Now I teach people, student people, to sell product, whatever, paper and so on to university where that you are studying. Create your own company, set up your registration with SSM, register with Ministry of Finance, then start sending the quotation to university, even to your own university. Create your own film stints when you are young. I one of the Fujifilm. You know, last time Fujifilm is the first who create the diskette in color. I think it's not in your zaman already. Fujifilm diskette ada lagi sekarang diskette. Have you seen diskette? Pernah tengok? Takut tak ada, semua dah guna thumb drive and so on. Diskette masa keluar mula-mula, I one of the top, not considered as top, I think number 1 in Pantai Timur, Pahang, Terengganu, Kelantan, because I sell in for students on that time. I create my own company on that time when I was still study. Okay, don't put all your egg in one basket. If the basket is fall down, then all your egg habis. So that means that, okay, don't put. That's why important as a businessman, we need to read a lot. Read. But it doesn't mean you're going to follow all. Knowledge is important, and then after that you decide which knowledge, which skill that you really want, and refer to your mentor and so on. Next. Okay. Making business. Okay, there's so many ways to create business. Next. Okay, solve problem like Prof. Aini just now said also. Social business means that we create business from the social problem. Means that we solve the problem of other people. Then that is the way. So in business, there's so many ways how to create business. One of it is solving business. Now you can think, just try to think what you can do in order to solve problem in your university. Like me last time, the reason why I sell nasi lemak kari pap nasi goreng is not mean that I want to make money, because I know that during that time there's no cafe that open during night time, only until 7 o'clock only. So some of the student is hungry, right? So I create the opportunity and then you go sell, solving the problem of other people, because other people hungry. So you solve by providing. Yes, okay, next. That is solving problem. Like university, grab opportunity. This is the one that I said most of orang makan gaji will do. Grab opportunity. Me myself, I don't really like, because it's make my film become normal. I don't want. Yeah, grabbing like other people. Grab the opportunity. I don't want. Yeah. Okay, next. But you can do grab opportunity. Let's say if there's opportunity, yes, people offer, yeah, grab. Okay, I like create opportunity because you use more of your brain. Yeah, create opportunity. Create benda tak ada. Semalam pun when I went to Maybank to withdraw some of the money, I really shocked. Why? I never think about this. If I know earlier, I can sell to the banks the idea, but the bank already have the idea earlier. You see? What they do is that now ATM, you can go withdraw money without ATM, right? Do you know? No, you can go to ATM machine. You can withdraw money without bring your own ATM card. I really surprised yesterday because I go, there's no place to put the Maybank, one of the in Masa Maju. Then just create your account number and then the password. Then you can withdraw the money. Kind of easy, right? That one is solving the people issue that sometimes you forget to bring your card, and sometimes you don't want to have so many cards in your wallet and so on. Okay, next. So if you have the idea it doesn't mean that you have to do that. You have to create your own business. You can sell the idea to the bank. That is the way to do business. Next is loving brotherhood. That one is okay. The one that I did is 2: create opportunity and loving brotherhood. That is the 2 business that I do now. I believe in that too. Solving problem is good too, but I don't really interested. You know the Asia. Do you know how what do you call it, what they call the airline, low cost carrier or what? I'm not too sure. Tambah murah, right? The cheap airlines. The one who started is what? Virgin Air is number 1 in the world, by Branson. You can read the books of Richard Branson, how he started the Virgin Air. And for your information too, Tony Fernandez is one of the staff of the Richard Branson in the Warner Music, because Richard Branson also do Warner Music. Richard Branson pun involved in music, not in airlines. The reason what happened to him, because when he fly to one of the island with I think his wife, and after that he want to go back to the mainland, I think on Sunday, so the flight is cancelled. So many people in the airport, in the airline is really angry, right? Because they have meeting with the boss and so on. But Richard Branson just relax. He just go to the counter. Can I borrow your yellow pages? And then after that, what he did? He just find an airplane for rent. So he called. Can I rent a aircraft if I want to fly back? From the island, yes. So I think the fee is $2,400. So what he did? He asked the counter another piece of paper, A3 size. Dia kata, sir, can I have A3 size? And then he write down, flight back to the mainland, $100 per seat. Within half an hour, semua tempat dan kapal terbang yang disewa tu dah habis. So dia dapat balik dengan free lagi dan solve problem dia. Tapi masa nak balik ke mainland tu, there's one old lady, seorang makcik dalam tu, berkata kepada dia, your flight ni bagus lah. Walaupun tak ada frill, tak ada makanan tu lah, bagus, cheap. Kita pun bukan nak makan pun. That time dia come across to create the Virgin Air. Virgin Air is number one. See, the first doesn't mean that you are the best. Yeah, the tallest, the biggest, or whatever known doesn't mean you are the best. Yeah, Virgin Air is the one who first creating the business, the low cost airlines. But the one who really lead the world now is AirAsia. Means that to be the first, it doesn't mean that you're going to be the best. Yeah? There's a lot of other things that you need to to know, to have in your mind and your strategy too. Okay, next. I think we have another one. Next is selling needs good. This is the dangerous one. Selling needed good. So many people kata kita kena buka restoran and so on sebab orang nak makan. Dan you can see that so many place, so many restaurant yang close, tutup selepas buka, right? Open for 1 month, 6 months, close. How much did they invest? Normally most invest more than 30 gram, 30,000. Other some of them invest 100,000. You cannot that, because that as I said, bukannya kita tengok apa yang orang perlukan. Yang lebih penting is that the way that you communicate with client. No matter you buka restoran ke, people will look the way that you entertain your customer. That is much more important than the good that you sell. Next. Okay, this is normally the way if you want to do business. Okay, next. Okay, 5 of individual in the world. Next, I think you can next. Okay, 5% of individual in the world holding 90% of world wealth. This is not because of their rich; they are involving in business. Next, 95% of individual in the world fighting over the 10% of remaining wealth. Okay, who is the 10%? Mostly those who are in the employee world. They are fighting because of cost, fuel, and so on. They are fighting because of jam. They are fighting because of most of it is nonsense thing. Because they are the one who set themselves to be the employee and so on. Because their own film, right? You decide. You are the main actor. So you cannot blame others. The moment you take the actor, you must really work hard to make sure that your film is really successful. Next. Okay, this is one of the maybe a little bit on motivation a little bit. There's a research saying that. Do you know what is this? Oh, everything keep quiet. Why? So what is this? Apa ni? Iceberg. Some people say that. Where do you pernah tengok kat mana ni? Dah pergi berenang ke? Oh, Titanic. Most of people know to see this kind of thing is in Titanic movie and so on. See, Titanic. Okay. Titanic to be careful. If you look at one of the scriptwriter tulis dalam Titanic, even God cannot make this ship sink. Itu janganlah, sebab dalam bisnes jangan kita cabar Tuhan. Never ever to fight with the God. Ayat dia memang dia even God cannot make this ship sink, tenggelam. So you know where is the Titanic now. Okay, research in the psychology saying that whatever is the iceberg, the one who are on the surface, which you can see on the surface is actually is what you are and what I am. Means that whatever that people can see. Okay, this one will determine a lot of things in your life. Semakin kecil the iceberg, if the iceberg that appear on the, on top of the water is small, you're going to have a lot of things you're going to spend to show that you are rich. Sebenarnya tak kaya pun, tapi because orang nampak kecil, you try to find the Rolex. So when you do want to do business, you try to find Rolex, tak dapat yang jam Rolex ke Rolex ke Rolex ke, you never mind lah, janji orang nampak kaya. That one is dangerous in business. Next. So this is what we can do. A lot of things yang appear on the top. Okay, kita tengok semua. Do you see the iceberg as a overall? Next. Ini iceberg daripada atas dan bawah. This is a rear of view, insyaAllah. Means that kalau ke atas tu sedikit sahaja dia timbul, that is very dangerous. Orang akan nampak kita berdasarkan iceberg, contoh yang on the surface. Bukan yang kita pakai labu cili, labu air, labu sayur, labu sendayang tu. No. That one is nothing to do. Sebenarnya semakin banyak benda tu orang tahu kita miskin. Satu kajian mengatakan orang yang merasa dirinya mahal, dia tidak memerlukan benda-benda yang mahal untuk dilekatkan di sekeliling dia. You look at the Syed Mukhtar Bukhari, he just drive perdana lama, anak dia belajar di Universiti Teknologi Petronas now. Ini statement dia this year, pakai Proton Saga. You look at Bong Siu, the late of Bong Siu, only sitting in the rumah teres 2 tingkat saja. Dia die dalam rumah teres 2 tingkat walaupun he own kilang Honda yang dah bernilai more than 100 million and so on. You can look at Warren Buffett. Next. Keluar pula, hilang. Next. Okay, so yang atas tu fake and luck means that people who are relying on God je tanpa usaha, itulah orang dia tak akan berubah. Your iceberg tak akan naik ke atas. The only thing insyaAllah yang membuatkan iceberg kita naik ke atas is your choice. Your choice to choose your film, your title of your film, your choice to choose your script writing, your choice to choose where you want to be after this program later. You want to be what in university? You want to have a late time, relax, it's up to you. Like me myself, when I was in university, I spent most of the time doing business. I cannot, because business is my hobby. Because I want to have a enjoy life. Alhamdulillah, with what I did when I was in university, and now then I can enjoy that, insyaAllah. Next. Okay, we just want to read the history or next, or be in the history. We just want to read the history or be in history. Okay, if you want to be the business, that's something rule that I really apply. Don't read newspaper, don't read the news. Okay, set in your life, set in your system, set in your principle. You only buy newspaper when your face in the newspaper or your name in newspaper. Then buy 5 on that day or 10. Okay. Can you challenge yourself? Like me myself, I don't buy. I really hardly buy newspaper unless if my name, somebody sir, your name is in your name or your face in the newspaper. Okay, then I will buy. But I never buy 1. I buy 5 or 10 the same day. That's why one of the shop near my office said, sir, you never buy the newspaper, but how can today you buy 5? I said, my picture is in that. Yeah, today I create the history for other people to read. You want to be the follower of the history? Go ahead. That's your choice. That's your film. If you follow the other history, people will know that your film is stereotype. I move home. I move my house every 2 to 3 years because I want to meet more people so that I have more ideas and so on. Next. Okay, almost finished. Okay, start your own business now. We have a session for Q&A. I'm not too sure. Tak ada. I'm not too sure. Kalau ada, I think maybe we can start now. I think that's it for me. Mainly, if you want to fly, don't hang around with chicken because chicken cannot fly. Kalau kita ingin terbang, jangan berkawan dengan ayam kerana ayam tak boleh terbang. Okay, maybe we can open for question. If you have any question to ask, do we have mic? Ada. Oh, ada. We have. Okay, we have 3. 1, 2, 3. Ada sebarang pertanyaan kalau nak tanya? Yes. Semua diam. Ada pertanyaan? Any question? Oh, sorry. Can you use the mic? Because I'm afraid that The rest will not hear. Yes. I'm so sorry because so many things to share with you. Actually, this the one that I share is just only the main one. The main is, I said, start your own. Next, the slide next. Okay. Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Zudi from USIM. Allow me to speak in Malay.
Okay.
Before this, Tuan ada menyebut mengenai brotherhood concept, right?
Yeah.
Okay, from that, I understand that it is need that we must have a good teamwork.
Yes.
So, my question is how to develop a good teamwork.
Okay. That is your first question.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the first and the last question for that. Okay, soalan yang bagus. Okay, how to develop a good brotherhood or teamwork? Because isu sekarang, apabila you are really focused on business, you can see there's so many people business oriented, money. Apabila dia focus on money oriented, then they only will work with you. They will going to cooperate with you as long as you give money to them. The moment you don't give money, they will not cooperate with you. But if you are on brotherhood, no matter you making money or not, they will stay together with you. Together we strive higher together. Okay, one of the things you can starting with the way that you communicate, you can go to my Facebook too. I don't use the bahasa pasar. Okay, that is one more thing. If you communicate in pasar, wet market, wet market, right? Pasar. Where you communicate using the wet market language, people will treat you like wet market. So your price they will negotiate because in wet market you can negotiate, right? But when you communicate using the hypermarket language, yeah, so people is very hard, very feel shy to negotiate or ask for discount because you are in hypermarket punya world. When you communicate, people will portray that. That's why when you use the hypermarket language, people will treat you like me myself in Facebook. Normally, you can have friends. You can see the way they talk. If you look my writing in Facebook, you can see that the way that I write, and then I will look. I mean, those who communicate with me in the Facebook too. Yeah. Later, you're going to have people who have the same belief in you. I share of brotherhood and so on. Some people, no. We have to make money from others. Really, I said no. Brotherhood is mean that we make money. We make sure both win. But that's why. Then from that category, you can see people who are really, and then you must look the people the way they talk. If they thought they want to show off, like me, I don't take people who want to show off in my team. No. Yeah? And then you must test them on kejujuran. Jujur, honest. How you going to test? Sometimes you leave money. Like in my office, we have one tabung where we put 200 ringgit. Those who don't have money today don't bring. You can take and then replace. So when I check every time, it's 200 is there. So yeah, I really have. As starting, you can put that starting with. Don't straight away start 20. You just left. If you sleep at your, in your rumah yang kita sewa and so on, right? Cuba tinggal duit 10 ringgit atas meja, hilang tak? Kalau hilang tu faham lah. That is not good. First starting buat business dengan orang yang believe in God. No matter they are Malay, Chinese, no problem. As long as they are really good preacher of their religious, inshallah, they really will support you and so on. Tell them what you really believe. Like Prof Aini said to me, what she believe. I mean, in terms of social business, I really support that. Social business, yeah, I believe in that. Doing business is not to be rich, whatever. It depends on you, what you want to be. Like me, to be rich because I want to give more to people. If others, orang makan gaji can donate $1, I can donate 100 ringgit per time. That's different, right? It's up to you because your own freedom. You will be surrounded. Inshallah, when you do good thing, you will be surrounded with good people. If you are really mentality of money, you will be surrounded people with mentality of money. That's the most easiest way. Like in whatever proper, whatever in belief, right? Like Jesus and so on, they will be surrounded with people who are really support them. Like Yusuf, Brother Yusuf from Bangladesh. Is there any more question that? Can we hear another question? Okay, yes. No problem. You can say in Bahasa or English. It's up to you. As long as, yeah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Elsie Shafina. I'm from UIA.
Okay.
I have two questions to ask. And one question is, you have mentioned about you just only use 100 ringgit to start the business. And what kind of business is it? And the second one is it possible to turn for capital 100 ringgit to become 100,000 ringgit? Thank you.
That is a good question. Wow, I love it. Because that is what I did. I turned the 100 ringgit to become 100,000 ringgit at least. At least. Yeah. No, remember, film. Remember film, I said. Your film must be, alang-alang kita buat film, buatlah film yang box office. Box office, don't cheat people. Don't. Saya tak ambil bribe, tak ada cheating people, no. Okay, that's why as a silap mata, actually I want to do silap mata today, but because I have to use the mic, then I cannot show. I can keluarkan kain daripada ni. Nak tunjuknya silap mata, dia boleh keluarkan kain daripada tangan dia anytime, right? Dia boleh tukarkan duit RM1 menjadi RM10. Sama lah businessman, dia boleh tukar duit RM100 menjadi RM200, no matter what. Okay, mungkin tanya, bisnes apa RM100? Oh, I'm so sorry. Sekarang ni saya bukan di universiti dah. RM100 I buat bisnes, contohnya bisnes yang besar-besar tak ada. Bisnes saya lawan tengok mesti kena guna modal RM50,000, RM40,000. One of the program that I'm going to do insyaAllah is trip leadership program to Everest punya base camp with the capital of RM100. Orang kata macam mana nak buat? Itu sebab saya kata skill, you need to have so many skill. Ya, sebab saya tengok orang buat, yes, seorang businessman, ada orang nampak sampah itu kan, rubbish is dirty, right? Other people look at this rubbish is money. Okay, for example, if you want to open a office with RM100, RM100 is just only for your business card and business cards mainly, and another RM30 for business card, RM60 for registration with SSN. That's the only thing that you need. No, you need to start business with whatever that you have in hand. I cannot share, okay, I cannot say that you must follow me because your style is different. Do you celebrate birthday? I don't. Do you read newspaper? Oh, I run from newspaper. I cannot even read the title. No, cannot. Even television, I don't watch. Yes, because there is research that saying that 7% saja di negara maju read newspaper. In our country, 83% who read newspaper. Berita hari semalam. Okay, but if there is something good thing, my staff will share that. I will read that. Okay, okay, RM100 nak buat apa ni is okay. How much? Okay, kalau saya kata RM200, business apa nak buat contohnya? For example, you want to do what kind of business? Okay, I don't know what kind of business that you want to do. I don't know is your level. If my level, I can sell everything, even goods, even ideas. Yeah, I even get paid because I scold people. Now, the highest people pay me is to scold people. Oh, that's my favorite. Yeah? Some of big company will call me Datuk. They will sit down. Okay, now I want you to scold us. I've been paid for that. That's interesting. Kita marah orang dapat duit. So for the top manager, jadi RM100, what you going to do is depend what kind of business you want to do. Okay, saya tunjuk yang saya di universiti lah. Saya jual nasi lemak kari pak, right? I just show this, the easiest example dulu. Okay, I already said in my life. Okay, so many things. Sebelum tu saya boleh share satu benda. You must have your own principle. Macam like me, I want to wear baju tempah because when I was darjah 1 standard 1 until now, insyaAllah saya hanya pakai baju tempah mostly. Baju sekolah pun. Tapi ayah saya meninggal, saya create my own. Jadi saya set, I want to create my own design, but I want others people to pay. Itu salah satu prinsip. When you set that thing, then you find out how to make sure people pay for your clothes. Okay, for nasi lemak, I say I don't want to buat nasi lemak. After that, tak tahu habis tak. Saya pergi ke rumah-rumah staff. Kan, like UKM, they have the staff punya quarters, right? I know that some of them having difficulty too, like the normal staff, right? So the voice is not working. That's why you need to your brain. I said, Kak, last time I call people Kak, right? Now tak boleh because I learn new thing. Okay, Kak, Kak nak duit lebih tak? Oh, see? Nak? Boleh tak Kak buat nasi lemak? Dan saya pergi jual. Tapi deal ni macam ni. Tak habis saya pulang balik ke Kak. Tak habis tu, saya tak nak. Okay, how much are you going to sell to me? Okay, so the $1, and I sell $120. Yang tu tak guna duit langsung. Banyak business you don't have using like you in university. Most of the business you can make business without money. Modal sosial penting. Ingat modal sosial. As I said you, the social punya capital is not the money. Money is not important. The social capital is important. Okay, dan saya kata dia nak. Dan saya pergi jual nasi lemak. The first day saya jual habis. Daripada saya berniaga di universiti, tak pernah nasi lemak saya kari pak atau nasi original tak habis. Okay, lepas lama yes go. Boleh. Itu you use other people punya money. You nak rent of office 1,000. You must think that. Kalau saya rent 1,000, even my office now, I rent but other people pay. I don't want to pay. Even I go to clinic, I do not know you. Like me, I went, one of my youngest daughter, dia kena ear punya infection. So I go to see the doctor, kan yang specialist. My goodness, sitting with that, he also a professor from one of the university, but attached to one of the private hospital. When I with him and with my daughter, just I count not even 15 minutes, 15. And then the charge for consultant is 600. I say I want to get back my money, 600 ringgit after. See, that's me, because my feeling, hi, you take my money, I'll get that back. I'll get back today or tomorrow. That's me. That's my film. I don't know why. Jadi that 100 ringgit, you must think. Use your brain. If your brain is expensive, your capital is low. When your brain is low, then your capital will be banyak. Okay, nak jual ni bukan orang nak apa, orang tengok you yourself. Yeah? The moment you open the mouth, yes, people akan nak tengok dah. Like me myself, I do training. We don't have marketing department. We don't send brochure last time. This year baru kita buat, daripada 2008 we don't. We have contract with, alhamdulillah, with Malaysian Airport and a few others. And the contract with Malaysia Airport, we need to assist Malaysia Airport. Now the KLIA is number 9 to increase to number 5. That is, we are part of them to support them. So if you don't want to use a lot of capital, your brain must be expensive. So many things. Saya nak tanya 2-3 soalan. What kind of question I will ask you? Okay, when you open your mouth, then I will know that you are capable to do business or not. That's the way. The client will know that. Okay, I give you one tip. Tip when you want to sell product. For example, you want jual kek kuih raya, right? To B2C, ramai orang jual kuih raya, dia jual kat mana? Kat dalam online. My goodness, can you be rich? My goodness, online satu je. No, you must be B2B. You take the kuih raya, no matter, don't take yang buat sendiri kuih raya. Tengok kawan kita buat kuih raya. Your cost is printing the brochure. Is it cost you 100 ringgit? Just 3 ke 5 brochure cukup. A brochure kit. You go to the corporate like UKM pentadbiran. Sir, we sell kit. Do you want to give for your staff? So one order is like 1,000 boxes of kit. After you get the order, you don't use money. You just print the brochure, right? Dengan your card, right? So when you get, you ask them to do. So you deal with the manufacturer, card or whatever, back to back. You know, when the client pay, I'll pay you. People can trust you. That's, you must make sure, you must make yourself to be trusted. That's you lah. How? On time, the way you speak. That's why I said, jangan cakap bahasa pasar. When kita bercakap bahasa pasar, it's very hard for people to trust you. Dan nak pergi jumpa klien, ladies, especially Malay, because Chinese I think tak banyak sangat, dengan Indian tak banyak sangat dia punya labu cila bahasa. When you go to client, don't pakai macam selebriti, because I do not know where you learn buat pakaian apa. Perempuan apabila nak go business pakai tema lelaki, lelaki nak buat business pakai tema perempuan. Bukannya berpakaian macam perempuan, jangan pakai baju kurung. The colours of your pakaian tu. Yes. Tema perempuan. When kita pakai labuci, cuba kaji. Orang pakai labuci buat saya untuk bisnes. No. Most tak akan dipengaruhi dalam bisnes. Dia ada warna-warna dia. Bukan kena warna lelaki, warna-warna kolok. Kalau perempuan, yes. Jadi when you go, yes, you don't have to keluar modal pun. Jual kek, you just ambil order dulu, yes, sell. Tapi bila dah dapat modal, baru kita beli sendiri modal besar tu, yes lah, when you want to do big business. Tapi kalau setakat nak buat business yang 100,000, you don't need more than 100 ringgit. InsyaAllah most of my business not to say most, 90%. If I had 10 business, 90 is all start with 100 ringgit. Then all, alhamdulillah, yes, create more than 100,000 per business, insyaAllah. Boleh? So read more book, attend it. I think after this you're going to have more session with the Koperasi and Datuk Mazdah. You can see different way of doing business. But for me, I believe in that 100 ringgit. If you cannot think 100, you go to maximum of 1,000. But me myself, I still believe 100 ringgit. I think because it's already I consume more time already. I think that's all for now. I ending with if you want to fly, don't hang around with chicken because chicken cannot fly. And wood is kayu, that is itik. When I think of you, I panjat pokok betik. Sekian saja. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Shamsuddin Kadir, for the inspiring messages. Now, we would like to invite Ms. Nur Izzati Abdul Hadi, Director of National Young Entrepreneur Summit 2014, to give a token of appreciation to our VIPs. Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Aini Aman. Thank you, Mr. Shamsuddin Kadir and Ms. Nur Izzati Abdul Hadi. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have a break for some refreshments. For those who have C letter on your tag, please wait in this hall for resolution briefing. The others may have your breakfast at the left side of the hall. Please return to the hall by 11:10 a.m. To anyone who is interested to buy the book written by Mr. Shamsuddin Kadir, you may go to the registration counter at the back of the hall. Thank you.